Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on The Jungle Book 2. Now, as you know, The Jungle Book 2 is a 2003 animated film and was originally going to be a direct-to-video film, but eventually got made for a theatrical film. I remember as a kid seeing a lot of promotional material for it. Lunchboxes, McDonald's toys, posters everywhere. Also seeing like toys and games and books. They really try to push a lot of product placement in this. So the premise of the film is meant to mostly be about Mowgli, who still is in the man village. And you're also introduced to the girl who lured him in the village, known as Shanti. Now, I would say Shanti's character is a bit of a downgrade, because in the first film, she was a bit more jokeful, a bit more interested in Mowgli. In this one, she's a bit more trying to be the voice of reason, that we don't know what her reasons for fearing the jungle are. And I would say she's a bit more like pre-Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is kind of ironic given the fact she's voiced by Mae Whitman in this one, the same actress known for voicing Rose in American Dragon, April in the 2012 TMNT cartoon, and Katara in Avatar: The Last Airbender. And you will also introduce to Rajin, who is Mowgli's adopted brother. So Rajin is pretty much the annoying kid sidekick. Now, pretty much after Mowgli gets in trouble for unintentionally luring the kids almost into the jungle, and after being confined to his room, he quickly misses the jungle. And when we're kind of introduced to Baloo missing Mowgli as well as sneaking in to see him, we see how Mowgli is quickly whisked back into the jungle, and we see how Shanti and Rajin go in to sort of help him out. And throughout the movie, it just feels a bit boring. Like, yeah, the plot just feels like a lot of things are going on, but it doesn't really feel interesting. I feel like when they do bring back Shere Khan, it sort of works, because it's meant to show how him being humiliated, ridiculed, and at the same time mocked and poked fun at, has made him more bitter and more determined to destroy Mowgli. Well, in the first film, Shere Khan was always meant to be playful, but also at the same time showed a bit more sportsmanship. Well, in the second one, he's a bit more bloodthirsty, determined, and more willing to cross the line. And I would say when looking at the movie, it just becomes clear that no one really put a lot of effort into it, because when you got Shanti, yeah, they really ruin her character, and I feel this is a wasted opportunity for Mae Whitman to voice the character, because I feel when you got the deleted song Braver, this really could have maybe have shown more side to Shanti, and I think the creators still could have worked it around. And I feel when they do throw references in, saying, remember that, remember Colonel Hutty and the elephants, remember King Louie, and even in the opening, when they do Mowgli's shadow puppet, it's meant to give you that glimpse of what the film was. Again, I could just easily go and get my Blu-ray copy of the first film and just watch it. And I think what's even disappointing is that there was meant to be a sequel that just never got off the ground. And I would say some of the new voices aren't bad. I think Haley Joel Osment does try to do a decent job. I feel John Goodman isn't a bad choice for Baloo. I feel Bob Jones isn't a bad choice for Bagheera, because Bagheera in this one is meant to be a bit more trying to get Baloo to see reason that he can't go back to the man village. And again, when you got Baloo, it sort of downgrades what Baloo learnt from the first film. And I do feel Tony Jay does a decent job for Shere Khan, as he's meant to sort of reprieve his role from the series Tailspin. So it really does show a lot more effort was put into it with some of the voices. And I would say that I would say by the end of it, it just becomes clear that no real effort was put into this. And yeah, I do agree with Nostalgia Critic, is that it's clear that this was done for littler kids. And I think by the end of it, Jungle Book 2 sang the bare necessities and just left a really boring, mediocre film that feels almost like the Star Wars sequels copying the same thing. In general, a thumbs down. Not the best, not the greatest, and not okay. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.